During a town hall meeting in New Hampshire, a Republican state representative attempted to heckle Hillary Clinton about Bill Clinton's past sexual impropriety.
Okay, let me see. They're right back there. This man right there here we go, right there. You are very rude, and I'm not going to ever call on you. Thank you.
Catherine Prudhomme O'Brien explained that she was trying to ask Mrs. Clinton about her husband's immoral behavior.
I asked her how in the world she can say that Juanita Broaddrick and Kathleen Willey are lying when she has no idea who Juanita Broaddrick is, because she told me this summer that she doesn't know who she is and she doesn't want to know who she is. And how can she assess that they're lying, which is what she told someone last month?
In December, an event attendee asked Mrs. Clinton about past allegations of rape against Bill Clinton.
But would you say that about Juanita Broaddrick, Kathleen Willey, and/or Paula Jones? Should we believe them as well?
Well, I would say that everybody should be believed at first until they are disbelieved based on evidence.
Representative O'Brien said she switched political parties because of the hypocrisy of the Democrats.
I was a Democrat. I became a Republican because of this, because of what I saw happen in the Clinton years. That this was the hypocrisy of the so-called women that fight for women. It was the height of hypocrisy.
Hillary Clinton rolled out a plan to address sexual assault in 2015, saying that rape victims have the right to be believed.
I want to send a message to every survivor of sexual assault. Don't let anyone silence your voice. You have a right to be heard, and you have a right to be believed. We're with you.
Do you think that Hillary Clinton cares about women's rights?
The question of whether Bill Clinton's past will be a big part of his wife's second presidential run seems to have been answered. Juanita Broaddrick, a woman who first publicly accused President Clinton of rape in the 90s, has spoken out on social media. In a series of tweets, Broaddrick says, "Clinton, Arkansas Attorney General, raped me, and Hillary tried to silence me." Broaddrick worked on Bill Clinton's gubernatorial campaign and alleges Clinton raped her in a hotel in 1978.
He starts to bite on my top lip. And I try to pull away from him. And then he forces me down on the bed.
Broaddrick says Hillary Clinton walked up to her weeks later at a campaign event and thanked her for what she had done for Clinton while squeezing her hand tightly. Broaddrick took that to mean Hillary Clinton knew about the alleged rape and was thanking her for keeping quiet. Broaddrick sued the Clinton White House in 1999 for documents she said the White House had on her in an attempt to attack her credibility. That suit was dismissed in 2000 for a lack of factual support. Hillary Clinton has recently faced questions on the campaign trail about Broaddrick and other women who claim her husband sexually assaulted them on multiple occasions.
Say that all rape victims should be believed, but would you say that about Juanita Broaddrick, Kathleen Willey, and/or Paula Jones? Should we believe them as well?
Well, I would say that everybody should be believed at first until they are disbelieved based on evidence.
Neither of the Clintons have directly addressed Broaddrick's allegations. For Newsy, I'm Eugene Daniels.
Under the watch of former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, diplomatic security agents in Lebanon sexually attacked guards, State Department contractors in Baghdad bought drugs from an underground drug ring, and Clinton's own security agents while abroad routinely solicited prostitutes, taking the call girls back to the same hotel their boss, Hillary Clinton, was staying in. One wonders whether Clinton and her so-called advisor, Huma Abedin, who never leaves her side, joined in the little parties. But this is only the beginning of the sexual escapades in Hillary Clinton's State Department. Ambassador to Belgium Howard Gutman routinely ditched his security detail in Brussels and solicited prostitutes, including minors. The initial suppressed Inspector General report charged Gutman with pedophilia, sex with children. When agents discovered that Howard Gutman was having sex with children, it was allowed to continue for months. Why? In a name, Barack Hussein Obama. Gutman was a high roller and contributed $500,000 to Barack Obama's re-election campaign. Was Gutman thrown in jail, ID'd as a sexual predator? Were criminal charges lodged against the State Department contractors in Iraq for drug use? Were any criminal charges brought against anyone? No. It was all swept under the rug. It proved to be too damaging to the State Department. It proved to be too damaging to Hillary Clinton, slated by the Democrat Party to run for president in 2016. Hillary Clinton is no stranger to covering up sexual escapades. Her husband's indiscretions in the Oval Office involving a blue dress and cigars with Monica Lewinsky were pushed down the rabbit hole by Hillary Clinton's damage control team, sidetracking the country into thinking a, quote, vast right-wing conspiracy, unquote, was to blame for the behavior of her psychopathic sexual predator husband, Bill Clinton.
The great story here, for anybody willing to find it and write about it and explain it, is this vast right-wing conspiracy that has been conspiring against my husband since the day he announced for president.
But for Hillary Clinton to cover up sexual attacks, prostitution, drugs, for her to cover up sex with children, she has sunk to a new low. But this is only the beginning. Aurelia Fedenissen, the former State Department Inspector General staffer turned whistleblower who brought Hillary Clinton's cover-up to the public's attention, was given the classic shakedown.
Aurelia Fedenissen is claiming that she is being harassed by her former employer, folks at State. She says federal law enforcement agents have come to her house, harassed her children, and are trying to bully her into silence.
But this story is only getting started. Remember Watergate? It all started when a group of Nixon's thugs broke into the Watergate office complex in order to bug the Democrat headquarters, in order to photograph confidential documents. Guess what happened to the law firm Schulman and Matthias, the attorneys representing Aurelia Fedenissen? Their office was broken into multiple times in a single day.
There was a computer here. The computer is gone. That's one of 3 computers that were taken from the premises.
The video shows the pair of prowlers calmly leaving the building, seemingly with no worries about being spotted.
Somebody jokingly said it's Schulman-Matthias gate because maybe the door was rigged to stay open so they can get in after hours.
Schulman represents 2 people who filed whistleblower complaints against the State Department, charging
higher level senior officials in the Department of State have interfered with criminal investigations at a lower level.
Welcome to the beginnings of a new Nixonian administration headed by Hillary Rodham Clinton, set to begin in January of 2017.